crowd of strangers and lovers. Someone told me that you were coming, so I should probably go to bed.
Time now for the question of the day, brought to you by Painted Skies Dental Center, online at paintedskiesdental.com.
And it is great to be back home in the desert Southwest, although I'm looking at clouds outside right now going like, are they going to bring any rain here? No. While over there in Nashville last week, when I saw those clouds, it was rain all the time. It never stopped raining. It's like, all right, it must be winter in Tennessee, but that's all right. Plus, they had some great hockey and everything else going on. But it's glad to be back here. Glad to be back in New Mexico. And, of course, got my green chili fix because I can't, not have that. So I was happy to have that as well going for today. So today's question of the day, obviously, we could discuss things about what's going on in the Ukraine, how that's affecting all of us. I'm glad that parents are having talks with kids. I've never seen my kids more engaged. I've never seen a war like this before either. This is totally something very different than what I've been used to seeing. Oh, by the way, good morning, Patty. Good to see you. Welcome back. Thank you. Good to see you, my friend. We could talk about that. We could talk about the SAG Awards. We could talk about inflation. We can talk about how you're going to find you're not going to find that gas could probably go up to what, $4 soon. Yeah, not very happy with that. Should we open up Royal Reserves? We have all these interesting questions. We have all these things going about. And, of course, yeah, the big one is obviously the war going on in the Ukraine. And I was thinking about this. I'm like, we could do that question of the day, but why don't we kind of breathe for a little bit? Maybe things were last intense over the last 96 hours, maybe intense weekend. So I decided to have a fun one for the question of the day. And I kid you not, this is going way above outside the realm of where we do our question of the day. But, the Star Wars series that was after the Luke Skywalker series, it was, Rey and Kylo Ren. Yeah, we didn't have Darth Vader anymore. Kylo Ren was the bad guy. Yeah, well, it got me thinking, when I watched all three of those movies the other day, is Kylo Ren a millennial in the Star Wars series? I mean, is he the millennial of this guy? I mean, think about it. Snook eventually told him, hey, you're a child underneath that mask. You're Han Solo's kid who's a brat who's spoiled with everything you got. You pushed your dad over to get rid of him. So it just means the question's right there. Is Kylo Ren a millennial in the Star Wars series? This should be a simple yes or no. And now I know a good friend of mine from Zia Comics is going to have a whole thing about this sometime down the road. You can even put it up in his podcast, Troy. That's up to you. But a simple answer, yes or no. Is that Kylo Ren guy, that guy from Star Wars, the evil guy, who then suddenly turns good at the end because, things change. Just like a millennial, suddenly he quickly changed. Is he a millennial in the Star Wars series? Yes or no? Does he act like a millennial? Is he behaving like a millennial? Let us know, 575-523-KGRT. Text us or call us at the Zia Comics line number. You can also hit us up on Facebook and answer below. Let us know, is Kylo Ren in the Star Wars series a millennial? 575-523-KGRT. We're going to have some fun. I know we could talk about so many things, and I'll get to those serious stuff and question things starting right now on your Country Mornings Trending, brought to you by friends over at Painted Skies Dental Center.
So you're driving around.
All right, so we're going to have some fun with this one today. I thought, we got to switch it up a little bit here. We could be talking about war, and I'm going to get into the war statistics and everything else going on, and I promise to get you the very latest headlines and the latest developments going on in this. And obviously, we could even talk about the state tournament. Congratulations, Las Cruces Bulldogs. It was great that they took the time to explain the seeding criteria from the NMAA. Either way, the Bulldogs or Volcano Vista, either one should have been number one anyway. They're both undefeated. Let's hope these two teams can make it to the pit, and we'll figure it out. Of course, Volcano Vista will probably have the better advantage because their fans can easily drive up there. Morning, Ernesto. So glad to have you back. Kimberly, so glad to see you back as well. I really missed you guys. I really missed talking with you, and we got a lot of things to talk about that happened in Nashville. You want to hear anything, that's fine. By the way, the exclusive interview with Scotty McCreery, keeping up to date with Scotty. He's going on Europe right now. And, of course, what's the first question everyone asks him? Is anywhere near the Ukraine? He's like, no, we've already checked our dates. We're okay. We're going everywhere. We're just trying to be careful and go. All right, I got a yes that Kylo Ren is a millennial. Thank you. I'm just saying, this is the question of the day. I just thought we'd have something completely different out here, way out of left field, because, yeah, we're going to talk about all this other stuff that's going on in the world, I promise you. But, yeah, still, just one of those thoughts. Is Kylo Ren the Star Wars millennial? Is he like in the series? Was he the millennial in the series? needed some growing up. Snook said he was a child underneath that mask. He always cried, still hit on girls, changed his mind a lot of things. Those moments of good always went back to bad. Yeah, and then pushed dad over. Just, pushed dad onto the side over there. Hey, Dad, you're nobody anymore. Go. See ya. That's what he did. That's millennial acting right there for you. I'm telling you right there. He's a millennial. He's the millennial in the series. That's how I feel. What do you think? Yes or no? 575-523 KGRT. Like I said, once Troy gets up this morning and sees this one, he'll have it. He's gonna let me have it over at Zia Comics. By the way, you could text his phone line number or text number 575-523 KGRT. All right, here's the latest on the Ukraine crisis. Here's what we know. The United Nations estimates that 500,000 Ukrainian refugees have fled the country so far. Ukraine's president said today talks with Russia on Belarus are going to focus on a ceasefire and withdrawal, although he's not expecting Russia to agree to that, but that's what they would like. They are very defiant in the Ukraine. They have been invaded, and they are doing their best to hold their grounds. The European Union announced it'll send weapons to the Ukraine while also shutting its airspace to Russia planes and banning state-owned media. Now, here's something that we have never seen before, and this is something I never thought I would see. I mean, for those that have lived through wars like the Vietnam War, maybe those that even remember World War II, and the first Iraqi 1 and Iraqi 2 crisis, we've never seen it this way before with the social media war. And what a war that is. Let me tell you something. The fight for propaganda, the big tech site companies, such as the ones that I'm on right now, like in Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, they have shut down Russia, and they are not putting their propaganda out there. They're not going to allow it, even though Russia wants to boost it and pay. No, it ain't going to matter. Instagram, nothing going out there that way. Never seen it like that before. Anonymous, the group that I still have sometimes trying to figure out and have very mixed feelings about Anonymous, but they're in this. They're attacking the cyber war. They took down Russian oil company sites. They've been taking down bank sites. I believe they took down the Russian-controlled websites, the state-run websites. And they also took away their version of Comcast cable and put all this message out about what was going on in the Ukraine. Because, most of the people are like, hey, where's my friends in Russia? Oh, no, I'm going to watch this stuff. Oh, look, it's the anonymous guy. He just took over my cable system. That's what they're doing, which is scary in a lot of ways because these hackers are going up against the hackers that I thought were the better hackers in Russia. No, they're getting their butts beat over there. Not doing a good job in the Russian part over there. And way to go, I guess, to all the other hackers and everyone knocking them off. But yeah, so this is, like I said, this is something we've never seen for those that remember wars like Vietnam and all those others and the Iraqi wars. Yeah, and conflicts and anything such. This is not the same. This is totally different. Yes, there is bloodshed that should not be there. Yes, there is some ground troops that are there. There is ground troops going there. But this is now also an attack on banks. They're trying to put a lot of sanctions that are going to be coming through, and it's going to hurt Russia there. And then now there's also this stuff that came out, as you heard in sports. FIFA has decided, because of what's going on, that they'll let Russia play in the World Cup qualifying part, but they're not going to be known as Russia. They're the football union of Russia. It's like the ROC. They won't even let them get medals anymore. Europe and Canada moving closer to closing their sky planes to Russian planes. BP, the oil company, has exited its partnership with the Russian energy company Rosneft. They said, no, we're done. UPS and FedEx have halted shipping to Russia. Right now, the Ukraine as well for safety reasons, but they plan to help out there. This is part of what, everyone's getting involved. Like I said, it's a social media battle. It's a war battle. Russians' OnlyFans models. These are the models that are going to OnlyFans.com. Can't get paid right now because of the sanctions and the invasion. So because of the invasion, the sanctions that are going on, OnlyFans, Russian women or men that are on OnlyFans, they can't get paid because they blocked them as well. So, well, there you go. There's going to be more stuff. Yeah, remember that scene in Ted 2 where he's like, he's not a person, he's property, and he gets canceled from all these things. Yeah, Russia's finding that out right now that's what they're going to be dealing with. Good morning, by the way. Question of the day is Kylo Ren. Like I said, we could have done all this stuff. Oh, and by the way, Elon Musk says Starlink is active in the Ukraine. as Russian invasion disrupts internet. So they're still getting internet thanks to Elon Musk over in the Ukraine. Wow. Big awards show last night, the first one to kick off the season, the SAG Awards. So basically, because the Golden Globes have so much controversy and basically has been blackballed by everyone in Hollywood, and I guess now they just email you to let you know you're the winner. The SAG Awards came up. This is the one, I guess, the setup before the Oscars. So now it's this one, and then let's go right to the Oscars. Will Smith won Outstanding Performance of a Male Actor in his leading role of King Richard. Now, here's another one my friend Troy would have took me to go see. And I don't know if you noticed, but sitting right next to him at the table, Venus Williams. Yeah.
For Male Actor in a Leading Role, Will Smith.
That may have been one of the greatest moments of my career just now, because my name was called for King Richard sitting next to Venus Williams. Venus, Serena, the Williams family, you entrusted me and our group with your story. You didn't agree to put your name on it till you saw the final project. I agree. I get that. You know. It's cool. That's real. That's real, because we be messing stuff up sometimes. But when I got the call and you watched the movie and you said you loved it, I just want to say thank you very much. It was my deepest pleasure to honor your family and to tell your story to the world. Thank you all. I know I'm thinking too much. Thank you all. Thank you.
All righty. Thank you very much. American Idol season kicked off last night. Want to talk about that? Hit me up on the DMs. You can hit me on Facebook, Twitter. We're going to start Twitch soon. That's coming. All right. That's going. I don't know how that's going to work. I'm going to let the geniuses that are younger than me, my son, figure that out for me, and we'll get that going. All right. One last thing to get to. Today is the last day of February, so it is not a leap year, but maybe you aren't affected, but there are, of course, many who are.
And now a special birthday message. Today is February 28th. Happy birthday if yours is today. But if you were born on February 29th, there will be no tomorrow. The next time your birthday will exist will be, no, not next year, but in 2024. But oh, what a time it'll be. But until then, have a great day today, not your birthday.
We're celebrating your birthday anyway. Get those birthdays in. Text us or call us 575-523-KGRT, 575-523-5478. Like I said, we could have done a whole mess of war things. We could have done a lot of things. Wanted to talk about this great, by the way, 60 Minutes did a great story about newspapers and local journalism. Please support local journalism and support our local Oscars to Sud News. You could go online, find out that story at 60 Minutes Overtime. Well worth watching. And support our friends there. Question of the day, we decided we're just going to go out of left field completely. And so far, the answer seemed to be yes. Everyone agrees. Kylo Ren is a millennial Star Wars series. He like a millennial, totally out there, needed a lot of help, just pushed over dad when he didn't need anything else, then changed his mind, was a child, cried all the time. Yeah, there you go. He is a millennial. Kylo Ren's a millennial in the Star Wars series. I don't care what anyone says. We'll talk with you again tomorrow. Glad to be back. This is your Country Mornings on 103.9 KGRT.